Hello beautiful people, I'm RaishPhoenix, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how I did this look. As you guys know, I usually just have my summer shade, but this time I actually took the opportunity to get a winter foundation and I am really liking how it's looking. I got the Fenty Beauty skin tint finally, and the undertone, the olive undertone, is just perfect. I also got a chance to experiment with a couple new products that I got recently from attending a TikTok event in New York City. If you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check out my short. I'm actually going to link it in the description below. It was really fun to play around with new products. Getting new products always inspires me to work with new products, so I am really happy with how this look turned out. Kind of dived into some corally tones, which I usually don't really, I feel like the colors that I have in my other palettes aren't really like that. I'm tackling the Libra lashes again in one. Be sure to check out my previous video because I spoke about how difficult it was for me to get these lashes on, but we're working with them again. If you'd like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching.
Hello beautiful people, let's get started with today's look. For skincare, I'm starting off with Youth to the People's Triple Peptide Cactus Oasis Serum. On the eyes, I went with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. For my eyebrows, I use e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel. As a base, I grabbed my Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime, and this is in shade number 2. Picking up my LA Girl matte bronzer, dipping into that bottom shade right there. I'm going to be focusing this on the inner corner to get rid of the white cast from my primer, and later it will help with accentuating my nose contour. With my Bare Minerals Mineralist Warmth palette, so you can see it looks like a cute little book. You can even remove the eyeshadows from inside if you wanted to just work with the palette that way. I'm picking up the shade Cove, and I'm going to be focusing this on the rest of my crease, the outer portion, and just making sure I bring it down to close off the outer lid and just really winging and accentuating the outer portion. With my Laura Mercier Caviar eyeshadow stick in the shade Rose Gold, I started off with focusing this on the inner third of my lid. And I will say that you want to go light on this product. You don't want to build it up too much because it will start to kind of like crack on you. I picked up the shade Fiery and I started to place it next to where I'd carved out on the lid, but then I quickly found out that it really needed that base, so I used the Caviar stick again to cover the entire base of the lid that I knew I was putting shimmer down. I picked up the shade Sun Coral and I focused this on the inner third of the lid space. Next to that, I went back to Fiery and placed it on top of the base. With the shade Cove, I'm just going back in to carve out my crease and help blend out that outer shimmer shade into the matte. With my Oma Beauty Salute to the Sun eyeliner in the shade Kennet, I'm going to be using this for wing liner today, so I'm just putting down a base, really winging and lifting up. You can see that I brought the wing kind of like out to where the end of my tail of my eyebrow is. I went in with a angled brush to help smudge it out. Now I'm grabbing the shade Chem and I'm going to be using this to just tight line my waterline. Picking up the shade Coconut, I'm going to use an angled brush to further smooth and blur out my winged liner. Picking up that blending brush to help blur and blend out the eyeliner to make it look extra smoky. With a makeup remover wipe, I'm cleaning up the outer portion of this look. Any areas where I might have dropped any eyeshadow onto the face. With my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, I'm going to be using this for my prime today. For foundation, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop in the shade number 21. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I usually use one foundation year round because honestly, I don't really be doing my makeup to go anywhere. I'm doing it because I want to do it and I want to create looks and I'm in my makeup bag. But your girl finally got a winter shade that matches my complexion during the cooler seasons, and you love to see it. You love to see it. I've been using this foundation for a while now and I'm pretty happy with how it is on the skin. It's lightweight, I would say light to medium coverage. It feels really good on the skin, like it doesn't feel like a heavy product. Honestly, I feel like it was just the match of it that really made me feel good, like how well it matched my complexion right now during the winter time. So this is definitely going to be my go-to for now. For contour, I went in with Oma Beauty's Double Take Duo Stick in 3, and then for concealer, my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and that was in the shade Tan. After allowing these products to sit on my face for 10 minutes, I'm going in with a damp beauty blender. It's damp with water, and I'm going to blend everything out. From Laura Mercier, I'm going to be grabbing their Translucent Honey Setting Powder, and I'm going to be using this to set all the areas that I highlighted on my face. After that, I'm grabbing their Translucent Medium Deep, and I'm going to be using a puff this time. I'm trying out a new technique that I learned when I went to their TikTok event. With the puff, I'm picking up the powder, I'm going to fold it in half, allow it to evenly distribute on the puff, and then inverting that fold, and I'm going to use a rolling technique to apply it onto the skin on all the other areas to set. Now I will say that this was a little bit of a trial and error for me because it was a different movement. Doing my makeup a couple times after, I did start to pick it up, and it's supposed to help with putting an even amount of coverage on your face without adding too much product. I was thinking, you know, it's adding steps. Like, I don't like to add steps into my makeup routine because it already takes so long, but the payoff, like the coverage, it's looking pretty good. Then after that, I went in with my Colored Rain bronzer just to focus on the perimeter of the forehead and the cheeks. See, here I am checking, little digress, here I am checking my face. I was like, is she set? She was set. I was like, wow, that's something. So I went in with Colored Rain bronzer, and then I went in with my LA Girl bronzer to specifically accentuate my nose contour, using my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip setting spray to set everything, fanning off for a bit, and then grabbing a damp beauty blender, again damp with water, and pressing everything into the skin. Off camera, I did my brows. I used the Crayon Case Eyebrow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. Grabbing my Oma Beauty eyeliner in the shade Chem, I'm only focusing this on the outer portion, like the outer third of my waterline. I'm going back into my Bare Minerals Mineralist Warmth eyeshadow palette, picking up the shade Cove, and I'm going to be focusing this on the lash line, keeping it really close because I don't want it too blown out. With my Oma Beauty Drama Bomb mascara, I went with that. And then for lashes, I'm using my Libra lashes in number 1. So from Bare Minerals, I'm picking up their bronzer, and this is in the shade Kiss of Copper. Now, I will say that usually I stray from any type of blush that has shimmer in it, and I was shook. I was like, oh my god, like, I've been skipping out on a product that actually looks really nice on my complexion. Like, I was shook. I was thinking that it would look ashy, but girl, she showed up and I was shook. You can see I was shook. So I applied that to my cheeks and my brow bones. I applied it to the nose, the bridge of my nose. Honestly, I could have skipped the bridge. My bridge didn't really need that, but you know, I did it anyway. From Bare Minerals, I'm grabbing their Mineralist lip liner. This is in the shade Striking Spice. I'm going to be using this to line my lips and then also just filling in like the corners of both my upper and lower lip. And with my finger, I'm just going to go in and blend it out to help further diffuse the color. After that, I'm grabbing their Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. This is in the shade Sincerity, and I'm going to be applying it to my lips. Honestly, I was thinking I can get away with it just being like this, and I mean, if that's the look I wanted, I could have done that, but I was like, no, I need that brown lip liner. So I grabbed Simone from Oma Beauty and I lined up my lips. And I will say I do like this lip combo. It was like a very soft pink, you know, lip combo, just blotting my lips together to help further blend it out. After, I'm grabbing my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep, and I'm using this specifically to clean up under the eyes where I was creasing. I'm pretty sure I set my entire look after, I just didn't end up filming it, but here is the completed look.
That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye, guys.